Hey, you guys.
Hey, how are you guys today? Welcome to the A&OH show.
Yeah, welcome. So it's Thursday at noon. We're a little bit past, but we had to get our drinks to sip down our lunch, I know. Maybe. What were we doing? Question of the day.
Question of the hour.
Yes. Well, this is an entrepreneur lifestyle show where we are here to equip and inspire you on your business journey. I'm your girl, Amber, Michelle Lykins, but Amber Lykins. Okay. What's up? And
my name is Olivia Heyward.
Golden Goddess.
I know, the golden goddess. Yeah, just, I try.
Well, I do want to just go ahead and tell you. So I am a beauty creator, right? I love all things beauty. I educate women on beauty. I love it. I create amazing content all over YouTube, social media. And one of the best things I love is I help women level up in their business. So, and in their personal life, right? We are doing that and it is so cool. But the best thing about this channel is teaching you everything that we've learned into business and giving it all back to you. So it's really nice to meet you if it's your first time here, but I'm Amber, so yay.
Hey, Amber. Well, my name is Olivia Heyward, and I'm known as the creative genius. I am everyone's favorite brand coach. That's what I hear all the time. I really teach women entrepreneurs how to stand out and create a sustainable brand. And I'm also a pretty dope handmade jewelry maker.
Plugs. Hey, look at this ear. I mean, like literally. It's
those are so cute.
Yeah.
Those are really cute on you.
Yeah. I was so excited that yes. Okay. I gotta just tell y'all.
Wait, don't tell them yet.
Oh, okay. Stay tuned.
Y'all listen. Stay tuned for when we get to that part.
Linda,
wait, calm down, Amber.
So good though. You don't want to miss that. But today's show is going to be really good, y'all. We're talking about shared content. What makes content super shareable? Yes. That is everyone's question. Honestly, it's like, well, what does, right? So we want to answer that question.
Or even why the why behind creating shareable content. Because what we know here is that sharing shareable content is the key to really the kingdom, right? It's really the key to get more people on your brand, get more eyes on your things. Just creating that value is super important. So we're going to give you some key takeaways today that you can, use to really find out, am I creating shareable content? Am I not? So yeah.
Yep.
I'm excited about that.
I would say we're pretty much the queens on shareable content.
I try to be.
I mean, hey, I think so.
So if you're watching this video right now, if it's sounding good to you, go ahead and hit the share button. Yep. Share it with a friend, tag an entrepreneur friend. If you have any women in business that you may know and you're like, this content may be really great for her, just an opportunity to grab some lunch and kind of hang out with us and learn a few nuggets on the way. I feel like that's I love when I can consume content when I'm doing something. So if I'm eating or I'm working or I'm creating some jewelry, I love to listen to different podcasts and YouTube videos and the new app Clubhouse because it's just so many awesome entrepreneurs out there. And I'm just always trying to glean and learn new things. So yeah, super exciting.
Yep, it really is. Yeah.
So the first thing is when you're creating shareable content, it's really the best way to keep your people coming back, right? Because a lot of times people think, well, I'm really creating this content for the likes, for the shares. I really want people to like, I really want people to like or comment on my post. And all those things are really great. But the number one thing is when you create shareable content, that person who's sharing your content is actually elevating your brand. So they're allowing other people to see you, because a lot of times when you share your own content, it's great. We want to selfishly promote ourselves. Not saying don't do that. But when other people share your content, it's like a stamp of approval, right? It's like, yeah, this person found my content good enough that they would share it to their audience or share it with a friend or tag people or whatever, people do to share. So it's like when someone else see that person have shared that content, they're like, whoa, this person is, this may be good because this person shared it. So really keeping that in mind when you're creating content, like, is this going to provide some type of value that someone sees it to be like, oh, I want to give this knowledge or this tip or this trick to somebody else. So I think that is super important when it comes to, creating content. What are some tips that you like to kind of stand by?
So what's running right now through my head to share with you is knowing that the person that's sharing your content, they have friends that follow them or followers in general with using social media, and they have already established that relationship with that person, and so they're at a place of trusting. And so when your content's being shared by someone else, they have an audience that trusts them, and so by them sharing it, they're like, well, she shared her, and I really actually trust the process of you sharing it, so I know I'm going to love this as well. So it already kind of helps you get through that factor of like, well, is this person legit? Is what they're saying is real? Should I take advice from them? Should I, be a part of anything that they're doing? Should I support their business? You already kind of go, oh, well, Olivia shared it, and I really trust what Olivia says. So yeah, I wouldn't even second guess it. And vice versa for our situation, and you as well. So when we share any content, we already know we're not just sharing things for the like of sharing it, right? We're sharing it because we know it's worked for us. We put our dollars there. We supported it. We put our time and energy there. And we're like, you would actually benefit from this. So take this, and I hope this makes you happy. Hope this fulfills you. Hope this inspires you. And that, that is the point of us sharing it. So that's a good thing.
And if we think about us as women, like we share content all the time. Like it might not be content, like online content, service-based things all the time, or product-based. Actually, it is product-based. But just think about when you get that new lipstick or when you get that new pair of shoes that are like super comfortable and you're like, oh my gosh, girl, you have to check these out. So it's like when people create valuable things, like, so that is a product. So it's a very valuable product. You found value in that product that you bought or, service, then you're more than willing. Like they don't have to pay you. They don't have to trick you. They're just like, oh yeah, I want to share this because all my friends should have these shoes because they're super comfortable. Or whatever. I can tell you guys a story before when I used to work in a bridal store. Working in a bridal store, you always on your feet, you stand up a lot or whatever. So I always was in the search for cute, comfortable shoes. And so one of the things that I would like, I would buy a pair of shoes and then I would like run through them because they're like, oh my gosh, they hurt or whatever, right? Like it was like I couldn't wear heels all the time because just standing up for a long time, but then flats killed my feet. So I needed something in between, right? So looking, couldn't find anything. Finally, I used to, where the bridal store was, it was right across the street from a Payless. So one day my foot was hurting at work. I mean, like throbbing. I couldn't stand up another time. I'm like, God, y'all, I'm about to walk across the street.
You don't want to see Olivia walk across the street when her feet hurt.
I know. Oh my gosh.
That's why I'm laughing.
Shut up. Okay. And so I'm like, I'm about to walk across the street, see if I can get some new shoes, right? So I walked across the street. I found these flats, and they were made by Airwalk. And no, sorry, they weren't made by Airwalk. They were made by before all the Payless closed. They used to have this brand. I can't think of it. It wasn't Dr. Scholl's. It was a different. I know the name, but I can't think of it right now. They closed anyway, so whatever.
You can't get them.
You can't get them. I think they still maybe sell online, but I don't know. But anyways, so I'll go over there. I get these pair of shoes. I wear them. I buy them. I come back. I'm actually probably wearing them back to the shop or whatever. And I have them on and I'm wearing them. I'm like, okay, these feel good. But shoes, they feel good sometimes the first couple hours you wear them, but then they start going south too. So then I started wearing them. I was wearing them more and more and more. And then I was like, oh, I'm going to see if they have more, because when I was in there, I remember they had like different colors. And so then I went back and I got another pair. And then someone else was complaining about their foot, because I worked in a barber shop. It was like 6 of us girls. And somebody else said, oh, where'd you get those shoes from? They look cute. They look comfortable. I was like, girl, I got them from Playless. No, actually, I don't think it went that way. I was like, somebody was complaining about their shoes. And I was like, girl, you need to get these shoes right here. I got them at Payless. They're like, really? At Payless? I'm like, yes. Go over there. Take a break right now. Go over there and get you some, right?
Don't wait.
And so she got some. Then she ended up getting some in the second pair. Then another girl came to work. She had them. Before you knew it, those shoes had spread like wildfire. Every one of us girls at work were wearing these shoes. We had them in Payless. They did themselves a really great service because they made them in all different colors and styles, so we all could just choose different ones that we wanted.
Yeah.
So before you knew it, everybody was wearing those shoes. Now, we didn't get paid a dime. I didn't get paid a dime for the marketing that I did for this company, okay? But I just want to...
Like, how is Payless out of business right now?
I know, because I literally sold them like 12 pair of shoes. Like, really? How could they go out of business with me promoting those shoes like that? Anyway,
Yeah.
anyways, but I just tell you that story because I want to put you in the mind of providing value. Right? When you provide value to your people, it is nothing for them to share your content.
Right.
So just remember that when you're creating content, or you're thinking about video ideas of, oh, I want to make this cool video. I think it'll be cute or cool. What kind of value are you going to, or what type of value are you going to provide? So we got a couple questions here that I prepared. So we're just going to run through these questions because we want you to take some notes. If you have some paper or pen, take some notes, because prior to you creating content or thinking about making content, I want you to ask yourself these questions. Okay. So the first question is, why am I here? Right? Why are you here? Why are you on YouTube? Why are you on Facebook? Why are you on Instagram? Who are you serving?
Right.
What are you here to do? Like, what are you here to give? So that's the first question I think you want to ask yourself. Do you want to?
Yeah, and I think sometimes this is a hard question because you're like, well, I want to do X, Y, Z. It's so fun. But you're like, well, why?
Or, yeah, I want to make money, but why?
Why?
Like,
you're like, well, I could do this and make this much an hour. I could do this and make this much of a salary. But like, why? The money is going to eventually get old. I mean, I know that's silly to say, but like, I don't care how much you get paid. If you hate it and that's not really your sole purpose and you don't really have a good reason behind it, you're just like, what am I doing?
Exactly.
You know? Yeah.
So yeah, ask yourself, why am I here? Why are you here? The second question I want you to ask yourself is, how can I provide service and value to others? So how could you be of service? How could you provide value? Just think about your niche, like thinking about what are some of the things that when you first started doing X, Y, Z, whatever you're doing, what were some of the pitfalls? What were some of the struggles that you faced? Because I'm sure the person who is not as experienced as you, they're probably facing some of those same issues.
Yes.
So really thinking about, how can I provide a service? How can I provide value to others?
Yes. And put yourself in their situation. If you were consuming something someone shared, is it providing like anything are you noticing value in that? Or you're like, well, I don't really care. It's fine. You keep moving. Or are you seeking more information from that person?
Yeah. And value could be a host of different things. Like value could be entertainment. Like sometimes people kind of just forget that. Like, oh my gosh, it has to be something so technical. Sometimes it could just be entertainment. Sometimes it's like how to do something, how to get from step one to step B.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's like, Even
step A to step B.
Yeah,
step 1 to step B.
Yeah, step 1, 2, whatever.
I got excited. I was like, ooh, step 1, step 2. And I was like, step 1, step B. Okay.
Or it could even be like, a lot of times people, like even news, if you guys watch YouTube at all, hopefully you do because you're watching this on YouTube.
I know.
But even stuff like that, when people like regurgitate like news that's already out there, but it's still very valuable. That's why there's so many news channels. Why? Because you might think, well, how much news how much can you share with? There's a lot of stuff to share, and a lot of people resonate with different people, so they would rather hear it from this person rather than this person. So you can always bring value in a bunch of different ways.
Yeah, that's a really good point because you hear it different from other people.
Yeah, for sure. All right, so the next question is, so if this were the video I was ever going to make, what would it say? So like, what if this video, right, it's the video that you were going to make, what would you say? Like, how would you present this to people? How would you get your point across? It's super important. Yeah, and thinking
in that situation too, like, this is the last video I will ever make too, right? That's always something. I mean, I really find myself like having these conversations when Olivia and I are really creating that is like, yeah, if this is the last thing I create, what would it be? So yeah, always putting it that way too. You want it to be good.
Yes. If this is going to be the best video on this topic, how can I make it the best video ever? What will present the content in the best way it's ever been presented before? So this one is so good. I love this because you really have to think, like, because you probably watched some videos in your niche before, you probably know some information, or you've probably learned it a certain way. So it's like, how can I present this in the best way possible? How could I give this knowledge or give this value and people be like, oh my gosh, like, I never thought about it that way. Or I never knew that. And it's simple stuff. Like, I know these viral things are going around on TikTok, and it's like they'll show you how to. Yesterday, the most recent one I saw is they talked about how to put the garbage bag in the right. Have you seen that?
Yes, and I'm like, you are lying. It's lying. So the whole time, instead of concealing the smell or like whatever, like we've been doing the wrong side. Not mine.
I was like. I always wondered when you looked at the bag why it was inside out. Like, I never really realized that. Like, I knew like the lining was on the outside, but I never thought like, oh, it's because you're supposed to put it over the top and then push it down. It is just so random. But I'm pretty sure, I know that video got a lot of views because it was like mind blowing. You were like, so it doesn't even have to be big. I tell people all the time, it doesn't have to be rocket science. It really only has to be something either somebody did not know before, or it like blew their mind to a point where it's like, I never even thought about it that way. So it's just like bringing something to their attention, Yeah.
That's what it is. Yep.
So the next question you can ask yourself is, why do I share the content that I share, right? So there must be a reason why you share content. Like, we all share content. I talked about earlier me sharing the shoes, right? Why do you share content? Like, what, is it funny to you? Is it entertainment? Is it knowledgeable? Like, do we have a group chat and we share different TikToks and funny videos and valuable videos. We're like, oh, you need to watch this podcast. Oh, you need to do this. Like, the reason why I share stuff is because I find it valuable, and I can think of a person. Even if I know the information, I might think of a person like, oh my gosh, they need to know this because. And the reason why I might know the information, but the way that person presented the information is so great. I'm like, I can't even get it out like this. So I might as well just share this content with this person because it's so good. So just think about what are some of the reasons why you share content, because then that can help you create content that other people similar to you will also share.
Yep. That's a good point.
So the next point is, what do I know about the content I see, right? So when you see content out there on, Instagram and Facebook and YouTube and all those platforms, like, what do you know about the content that you actually see? So when you see things, like, how does that resonate with you? Because then that can really help you make your content so people can kind of dig deeper, right? You want them to see that meeting, especially if you are not just like giving them facts. If you make your content a little saucy and just make it a little different and stand out, then it's like, okay, how are people going to really see this or perceive this content?
Yep. I feel like that's all I'm saying is yep.
Yep. It's good, girl.
Yeah, nice.
And then the last question when you're creating content is you want to ask yourself, how can I make a meaningful impact on the world, right? So with your content, with whatever you do in your business, like, how are you really making an impact on the world? Because I think that should be our real goal in life, is like make an impact. Like, one of the things that we talk about all the time on this show is we want to help other women entrepreneurs level up in their business, and we just share what we know. We know that certain things that we put in place in our business have leveled us up all the way up. Like, it still shocks us sometimes. So knowing what we know, it's like, why not share what we can with other women entrepreneurs? Because we want everybody to be living their best life. We want everybody to be able to live out their dreams and make the impact in the world that they want to make. So
yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yes.
I don't know why I just say yep.
And yes. She's like, yep. So you guys know what time it is?
What time is it?
It's time to hype
what time?
Hype it up.
Hey.
Hype it up. Hey. Next week I'm gonna have a really cool intro for a hype it up time.
Yeah, it needs to be. Yeah, Olivia really showed out last night on her skills. I know her skills are at a 10, okay? But she really showed out, and I was like, wow. It was really good. This Hype It Up is a great segment. I need to make sure y'all understand the level of how intense this becomes, right? So I don't know if you've ever experienced like a restock or what do you call it for websites?
Yeah, restock.
Yeah. Ever experienced a restock where people will launch things on the site, then it sells out, and then you have to wait for them to restock, and then the restock people go insane, right? They're like, at this time, the product is going to be on the site, and everybody's like this on their fingers, right? Okay. So let me give you a little behind the scenes. So I know, because I have a little inside, I know the jewelry that Olivia makes, right? I know the stuff that nobody knows about. But then even sometimes I don't even know about stuff, but I kind of know before she puts it out sometimes.
Most of the time.
Yeah, and you
because you put it on the
website. No. You made something else, though, that I was like, oh! It was hair clips. Y'all, wait. It's insane. Yeah. Some of them are on the site right now. But anyways, yeah, so I get all the scoop. So I could immediately be a selfish and horrible person and go, well, all of this is mine, and then you can only put those 5 pieces on your site. That'd be terrible, right? Terrible. But what I do, because I'm very giving, okay, we've had this conversation in past shows, but I'm a very giving person. So I'm like, I'm going to be fair, and I'm going to get on the site when it starts at 6, and I'm going to shop myself because I'm just going to be fair, right? So Olivia has her restock. She's blown it up. She's told everybody it's coming. She puts it out there. We're sharing it on social. And at 6 p.m. Well, I'm still doing stuff on the back end. Okay. I'm still putting my y'all shop. Here's my promo code, all this stuff. Let me tell you something. I don't even get a dime from the promo code. I don't want that. I just want y'all to be able to have a fun promo code on the website because I love that. So this is what's so good about it. Okay. I add some stuff to my cart. And I'm so excited. And then I go back because I'm like, I need another pair, right? I wanted to get like 3 pair because I had 3 I had my eye on. And so I add 2 to my cart. I go back to shop some more. I go back to my cart. Guess what? Sold out. The earring I want is sold out. I ain't even going to call the girl out. Yeah, I am. Inger. Okay. So her and I were after the same pair of earrings. And I was like, no. But I was like, it's fine. It's fine. I could have grabbed him up earlier. I know it's going to bless her life. Olivia can make me some more. Okay? So that's what I always think in my mind. I'm like, it's fine. Olivia will make more. It's fine. But the site went insane. Stuff was selling out. It's still like going crazy. And it's really cool because that is the value in this, right? Like, these women have been like, I loved your custom jewelry. Olivia makes it on Wednesday nights. And so you can really see her process. So you're falling in love with the process of her doing it. And then Olivia herself, everybody loves Olivia. And so then when they know that I wear the jewelry all the time, right? I'm always constantly wearing these pieces of jewelry because they are amazing. You might think these are big and heavy and bulky. I literally don't feel them.
I know these. I literally was just like, oh, I have my earrings. Yeah. They're so light, which I love. That's the reason behind me making them.
Yep, they're perfect
because they're so light.
Yep. And so I love it. So I'm like putting out there for everybody to go shop. And so, and that just goes to show people are going to go shop because you've hyped it up. You've really talked about it, but her earrings are amazing. And she uses clay, and then she does resin, and she does all the fun things to them, and every piece is different. So that's what makes it really special.
Yeah, I think that's one of the bigger reasons. Like I tell people all the time, like I love
Kimberly placed her order last night. She said,
"Hey, go Kim!" That's the one thing I love about making earrings, because a lot of times, things in the world, it's like, oh, everybody has that, but I really try to make. Sometimes I think of myself, oh, I'm gonna just make a lot of this one style, but I also always go back in my head, like I love the fact that there might be a couple people, very very rare, there may be a couple people with the same earring, and even sometimes it's not really the same earring. It has the same characteristics, but everyone is really made differently because of the clay. Some patterns are going to be different. Like I have several in this pattern, but none are exactly the same. So people love just being different and not having everything, something that someone else has. So I love that they can all be different and people can have unique and just kind of stand out in their own way. So I was super excited. I was still super surprised when I saw a lot of stuff on the site, because I'm like, oh my gosh, people really like it. Yeah. And sometimes, you can always get in your head like, oh, maybe they're not good enough this time. But when I tell you, it was so funny. I was Amber, we were on FaceTime when she was trying to shop for her things, and she was like, oh my God, it's going out of my cart. I was like, whoop. Girl, first of all, I told her, but she really is really good. She's like, no, I'm gonna buy them off the site, because I literally like, just take them now. She was at my house earlier.
Yeah, I'm like, no.
And she's like, no, I'll buy them off the site. I'm like, okay.
Yeah. I was like, I'll get out there with them sharks. It's fine. I can swim. Can hold my own. Kimberly said she added some pink ones into her cart. I think she said too. Or some pretty ones, some like gold hoops or whatever, and then they were gone.
Yeah. No, it's crazy. That's how I feel like, if you guys don't know, I buy my cutters, so the shapes that I make the earrings from, I buy those from makers just like myself, but they just specialize in the shapes. And literally, I buy stuff from people and they have restocks just like I have, and the same thing happens to me. So I go through the same thing. And I'm like, I will check out multiple times. And this one girl, she makes the cutters, and her company is called Squiggle Cutters, and she's really good. She's super nice, because like I'll place like 3 orders and then she'll refund the shipping for them, like the other 2, so I'm not paying 3 shipping.
But you're like, but I got them,
because they will go out fast. Like there's one that I just saw, and she puts out another thing that I love that she does is when she has a restock, she puts a little reminder on Instagram, so then I can know, it'll alert me when she's about to do it, so I'll be on her site like this. So I always try to post that for y'all too. So if you're following me on Instagram, make sure you follow me on Instagram. That way you can get a reminder on when I restock. And I also send emails, so once you order, you also get on my email list. So I sent an email, and if you're in my group, I try to I didn't do a really good job of letting my group know early this time, because I don't know, I was a little crazy time. But typically I let my group shop first, and then a little bit first, and then I announce it to everybody else. So I'm going to try to get back into that. But That's an exclusivity.
But a lot of people too. Yeah, that is a nice perk though, right?
Yeah.
You're like, I'm exclusive in this group. I support. So you're like, let me just get in first.
Yeah.
So that is nice. But also when you are following someone and you're on all their social outlets, you are aware of what's going on. You're not just going to that one community to find out. So you're going to be in the loop. So I would say too, when you are following Olivia on Instagram, that you can shop right there too from her Instagram.
Yeah,
that's a cool feature.
Yeah, I just set that up this week, and so Facebook also and Instagram.
Yep.
You can shop right there. You don't even have to go off the platform. So that's amazing and exciting.
You're stepping it up, honey. Okay, you're famous.
Exactly. So yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah.
So I was just excited to hype up.
Yes, it was
that
really
today.
good.
So yeah, I put the website down below. So if you haven't had an opportunity, there's still a couple pieces left. You can use the code Amber today. I was just thinking I need to make a code for A&OH just so we know, like, people watching the show.
Yeah.
But you can use the code Amber today for additional 10% off your purchase. If you spend over $50 on jewelry, you get free shipping. So that's a great perk.
Yep.
So yeah, I'm excited for you guys to shop and wear your stuff. Also, I do a monthly giveaway. So if you post your earrings, like wearing your earrings or your unboxing or something about your earrings on social media on your platform, and you tag me, then I will put you in a drawing. I'm going to start drawings back up March 1st. So anybody who shops during this restock and post about your new earrings, I'll put you in the drawing to get a free gift in your next purchase in March. So
that is so good. I love that you do that. So good, because it's a surprise.
I know.
A little gifty to yourself. I love that. Well, go ahead now to the site, and thank y'all for hanging out with us. So again, this is a show really for women entrepreneurs. So any women in your life, sisters, cousins, neighbors, or just acquaintances that you know from online, go ahead and just share this with them. Put this in their DM or share this and tag them on your feed, add it to your stories, and put it out there as public knowledge. Like, because this is honestly, we are sharing things that I'm like, we've had to Google stuff to figure this out and study and buy courses to figure this out and read in books and all this. And so we are giving this to y'all on a weekly. And so it's really good, but we are going to have some upcoming fun stuff. We have a new Ready, Set, Record mastermind rolling out. So you are going to be hearing so much about that. Tonight, we have our last free webinar where we're teaching you. So
not our last.
Not our last, but our last, like
right now.
Like now. Not our last, like forever. Y'all, I ain't that crazy. That ain't really but our last, like right now.
So you better get in. If you haven't had the opportunity to sign up,
put the link right there.
We'll put the link in there for you. We'll put the link in the description for you.
Yep.
And then you will be able to sign up. It's tonight at 8 p.m.
Yep.
And so we do amazing training about how to use YouTube for your business. So we hope to see you there. Well, we won't see you, but you'll be there. You'll see us. You'll get this amazing knowledge.
Yes.
So we're excited about that.
Yep. It's really good. And I personally have to say, like, it's so to the point. So when you're watching the training, because you really are just watching it, I love to do this. I love to screenshot things. So I would say even screenshot a lot of the information, because you can continue to consume it and go ahead and implement it. These are things too that you can go ahead and put in place tonight, definitely
after the training you can use it right away.
Yes. Yep. So we will put the link and sign up and be with us tonight at 8:00. We love to give all the free goodies and knowledge. As you can see, we do it week after week. So thank you for hanging out with us. Any more announcements?
I think that's it. Ready, Set, Record is coming up. If you guys know, we always have CCA. Yeah, so we're excited about those 2 programs where we really help women. I mean, we're getting some amazing results. I got some great testimonials back from some ladies yesterday, so we're just super excited. And if you know anybody that you think, oh my gosh, this program would be great for them, keep listening, follow our stuff, because we're going to be putting more out about it. So.
Yep. But just to kind of briefly tell you what it is, it's how to learn how to use video to attract your ideal client and get really good at it. And so we are working with you like this to really help you elevate that up. So if you are interested in that, that's what it is. So just continue to follow, like Olivia said, DM us, but you'll learn more about it tonight on our training. We'll give you some insight, but we can obviously do more one-on-one talking with you and get you in, but enrollment starts in March. So, so a couple weeks and boom, boom, boom.
Really? That's what you do?
Yeah,
that's what
I felt like I was on a drum line.
I thought you were too. Like she just telepathed right out of here.
Boom,
boom. All right, guys. Well, it's been great as always. Spending lunchtime with you guys on Thursday. So keep watching the A&OH show. Yeah, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, do all the things, and we'll keep giving you this great content. Bye.
See you next time.
Peace.